The YouTube channel, The Northwest Wind, is run by Sam, a creator known for stealth camping across Ohio and other parts of the United States. But in January 2024, what should have been a routine overnight trip turned into something far more disturbing. It was one of the warmer days of the winter. Sam chose a hidden patch of woods just behind a dog park and began setting up camp, expecting a quiet night alone. On the surface, everything seemed normal, peaceful, silent, but almost immediately, Sam felt it, a gnawing sense that something wasn't right.
I don't know what it is here, but I keep feeling like somebody's watching me, and it's like very, very strong feeling, like hair on the back of my neck standing up. I don't know. I just keep feeling like I'm being watched or something, though. I don't know.
His instincts warned him he wasn't alone. The feeling followed him as he continued filming, each minute making the woods feel heavier, more closed in. Still, Sam ignored the warning and pressed on, hoping the unease would pass. As darkness settled, that feeling only intensified.
All right, so it's getting dark. Gonna be fully dark here in about 10 minutes or so. Somebody just walked by. I don't know if they had a dog or not, but they definitely didn't see me, but I could barely see them. The tent does not sit high at all. I've been sitting on my pelly case. This was while I was eating, just finishing up eating. I don't know why, I'm just spooked. I haven't been saying that, but I've been spooked since I got here. I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And then seeing that person. I know it's a public park, but still.
Sam crawled into his tent to rest. The forest around him fell eerily quiet. Then, without warning, footsteps began moving outside the tent. Slow, controlled, intentional. Too afraid to speak, Sam turned on his camera, listening as whoever was out there circled him in the dark. The footsteps didn't fade. They lingered. They moved closer.
There's somebody. Hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though. Hang on. I don't want to leave the light on in case they could see in here. I think the fly is thick enough that they can't see the light, but still, I'm leaning right up against the lantern, so you can only just barely see my face.
The tension inside the tent became unbearable. Sam finally called out, letting them know he was inside. No answer came back. The footsteps closed in. Hands brushed against the thin fabric of the tent, close enough for Sam to feel their presence. Whoever was out there wasn't wandering. They were right beside him. Sam called out again. Still nothing.
Hang on. I want you to be able to see as much as possible, but I'm not going to turn on the lantern again. I have my headlamp in my pocket, too. They're really close now. They're like... Listen. I don't like this at all. I'm spooked. Hello? Hello?
With his fear peaking, Sam grabbed his knife and confronted whoever was outside. The moment he did, the presence vanished into the woods, dissolving into the darkness as if it had never been there. Adrenaline surging, Sam rushed out of the tent, trying to scare them off before things escalated further. But the woods still felt wrong, silent, yet watching.
Hello? And I'm getting the out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? You're with me. With me here. Holy crap, get away. What do you want? Hello, I can't see you. Hello. All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting the hell out of here. Hello. What do you want?
Terrified to stay, Sam began packing up, but the sense of being followed never left. Something was still out there, moving just beyond the reach of his light. With no other choice, Sam abandoned his gear and ran.
I have a knife. I smell your cigarette. All right, I'm officially like tweaking now. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna get out of here. We're just gonna get out of here. I'll come back for this crap later. Do I have my phone? I'm gonna call 911 if you come near me. Should I just call the police now or do I just go? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm scared to go in any direction. I don't know where to go. I'm scared to go in any direction. I smell your cigarette. Is the camera on? The camera's on. I'm recording all of this. All right, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, get the hell out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette, I can hear you. I hear you. All right, I don't know which way to go. How the hell do I get out of here? All right, I don't know how to get out of here. All right, this is how the do I get out of here? Hang on, let me see if they're... Stay away from me! They're coming behind me. I don't know what they're doing. They could just be around. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. They're at my campsite. I see them. I see you reflecting off my tent. Leave my shit alone!
He didn't make it far before he realized the footsteps had returned. Whoever was out there was following him again. Sam burst through the trees and nearly made it out, but then he slipped. At that moment, the air shifted. Something was right behind him. In pain and panic, Sam forced himself up and kept running, driven by pure adrenaline.
Okay. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. Ow! Mother. All right. Ow! 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 I just ate. Ow! I'm in prickers. Okay. Ow! Mother. Ow! Ow! What the fuck? Okay. I don't see or hear anybody. All right, this is a clearing here. I just tripped over that. Ow. Oh, my knee. My poor knee. All right, here's a clearing. This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. It's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody.
Against all odds, he escaped and reached his car.
I'm soaked. Where's my phone? Everything's muddy, disgusting. My knee, I'm soaked. I gotta go home. All right, let's drive out of here. I'll record again in a minute. We made it out though. My gear's still back there. My tent, my dry bag, sleeping pad. I don't see anybody coming or anything. I don't know what the f they're doing back there. And they were messing with my tent and throwing stuff at the tent, walking around it in circles and stuff. Once again, just like the golf course. No, not the golf course. Or I guess at the golf course I got chased, but I had all my gear. I didn't have a tent. Now, just like the train tracks, all my gear is left back there, and I'm gonna have to go get it again in the morning.
The next day, Sam returned to the campsite. His belongings were torn apart, scattered, destroyed. Sam survived the night, but the question still lingers. Who was out there with him in the woods? The following footage comes from Sydney, a solo traveler who documents her life on the road across the United States. Through her self-titled YouTube channel, she shares the unfiltered reality of van life, the freedom, the isolation, and the quiet moments spent far from civilization. But one evening in rural Tennessee, a return to a familiar campsite would leave her questioning just how alone she really was.
So, I am in the middle of Tennessee. I left Nashville about an hour ago, and I'm making my way to the campsite that I stayed at the very first night that I camped out by myself.
It's early evening when the video begins. Sydney has just left Nashville and is heading back to a small, secluded campsite deep in the Tennessee woods. It's the same spot where she camped alone at the very beginning of her journey, a place that feels familiar, safe. As the road narrows to a single lane, she casually talks about her upcoming plans, errands, future routes, the next states she'll visit. Nothing feels out of the ordinary.
This looks a lot different than the last time I came down here. Okay, moment of truth. Wait, was that? Oh, this is it. Okay, sweet. There's nobody here. I'm gonna get out and take a gander and make sure everything's like safe, and I might drive down there, but I might take the top spot too. I don't know yet. I'm so glad it's open.
When she arrives, the campsite is completely empty. No other cars, no voices, just trees, flowing water nearby, and the fading light of sunset. For a solo traveler, it's perfect. She sets up camp, talks to the camera, and starts preparing dinner. The atmosphere is calm until it suddenly isn't.
What is that?
Guttural sound drifts through the trees, distant but close enough to stop her mid-sentence. The camera snaps toward the woods, then another sound, sharper this time, and then silence. Sydney freezes, listening. The forest goes completely still. She laughs nervously, trying to brush it off. Maybe a deer, maybe a coyote, but her expression tells a different story. Whatever she heard, it wasn't familiar. Moments later, she quietly loads her firearm, just in case, and begins packing her belongings closer to the car. Food, dishes, gear. If she needs to leave, she wants to be ready.
I packed all my stuff up so that if I do need to like just close this, I only have this to move. But what if it was Bigfoot and that was like a deer that he was eating and it was like making noises because the deer is scared? That was so weird. I heard it move too. It like moved from like there to over there.
As the night goes on, she tries to stay calm. She eats, films a few more clips, and talks through what happened, half joking, half uneasy. Maybe it was an animal, she says. Maybe Bigfoot, maybe nothing at all. But even hours later, as she finally crawls into bed, the tension never fully fades. The video cuts to the next morning. Sydney appears tired, but relieved, smiling again as she prepares to leave the campsite behind. Whatever made that sound never showed itself on camera, but the unease it left behind lingered. Another reminder that in the quietest forests, you're never truly sure what's listening back. Nat is a girl who's been living full-time on the road since 2021 with her dog, Pike. She travels across the country, hitting the best scenic routes and tackling rugged trails, all while recording her adventures for her channel. In this particular video, however, she ran into something completely unexpected, something that would destroy her camp. She had found a seemingly perfect spot to spend the night somewhere in the high alpine region of Colorado.
Hi, buddy. We are here in high alpine Colorado, and it is a lot colder here than in southern Colorado. To be fair, I did choose to come to this location specifically because in the next couple of days, they are calling for a really significant snowstorm. And we really haven't had a lot of snow. And I'm really looking forward to a winter wonderland. It is Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna be cooking my Thanksgiving meal over the campfire.
While Nat was cooking, night slowly fell, and before she knew it, darkness had fully set in. But later that night, something very strange happened.
I have no idea why there's a helicopter outside my camp. Like, if it was search and rescue, I feel like I would see flashlights and hear people like shouting and like setting up a base camp maybe. Oh my gosh, I think I hear another helicopter coming. A helicopter just landed right there. You can kind of see the flashing light. It's so loud and so close. I don't know what's going on. This helicopter like parked in the middle of the road? I am so confused. Weird. I think I see flashing lights. So I think someone has a flashlight. If it wasn't so dark, I'd be able to see what's going on. This is so weird. Okay, it's flying away.
The helicopters landed on the road, almost as if people had gotten out. They left shortly after, but then this happened.
Oh my God! What is going on? I just knocked into my camp. Look at what just happened. This helicopter just flew in and knocked over everything. Oh my God. Diesel everywhere. I hope my diesel heater didn't break. Like 2 helicopters just came in over my camp at tree line. So like, oh God, I'm going inside. They're flying off. Okay. They broke my heater. So I have absolutely no way to heat myself tonight because I'm about to cry.
Now, that's a first. The helicopters flew dangerously low over her camp, blowing her solar panels all over the place. Those panels are her only power supply, crucial for van life, and also pretty expensive. The strong winds from the choppers damaged other objects around the camp too, leaving her with an estimated few $1,000s in damages. But what were those helicopters actually doing? Were they police searching for a criminal or a lost person? I don't think so. Police wouldn't have been this reckless. So, who were they? Just normal people having fun, or maybe trying to mess with her. Many viewers suggested she contact the authorities to figure out what was going on. She moved her camp to a safer spot and assessed the damage the next day. The good news is that the solar panels were still working, though at about 50% efficiency. At least she wasn't left powerless in the middle of nowhere. Despite the cost and chaos, she and her dog Pike were safe. But come on now, it's not just wildlife and other people you have to watch out for. Helicopters too. Camping really isn't what it used to be. If you enjoyed our video, then like and comment which encounter was the most disturbing, and subscribe our channel for more disturbing content.